I don't know if this is like a Mandela effect thing, but in my mind it was always if you build it,
They will come. I
Right?
thought the same
What?
thing.
They didn't say that
Even when
once through the entire movie. It was
No,
every
there
single
was
time. If you build
he
it,
will come.
he will come.
Hello and welcome to the Walk Off Movie Review. We are reviewing Field of Dreams today. And I'm excited, man. I sat down and watched the movie yesterday. I know you did as well.
Yep.
And truly one of baseball's classic movies, if you will.
Hey, popping in here. Jays stink right now. We just lost to the A's. We've lost 3 in a row to the Mariners. We seem to be in free fall mode. So Scott and I figured we'd share a little fun with everybody. We do movie reviews, baseball movie reviews over on our Patreon. And here's a fun little preview of our Field of Dreams movie review that we just did for this month. So for each of our movie reviews, we do a recast the remake segment, which is just as it sounds. So enjoy this one. If you have fun with it, the full review is over an hour long. It's a lot of laughs the whole way through, nothing too serious. And then if you enjoy it, we do also have movie reviews for Major League, Mr. Baseball, Bull Durham, Moneyball, etc. over on our Patreon. So patreon.com/The Walk Off Podcast, $4 a month gets you in there. Also, we have cool contests for stuff like this Jose Barrios jersey that we're going to be giving away to one lucky Patreon later this year. So yeah, enjoy and go Jays go.
Recast the remake. Here we go. The recasting that we're going to be doing today. Ray Kinsella, played by Kevin Costner. We've got Annie Kinsella, played by Amy Madigan. We have John Kinsella, that's Ray's dad, played by Dwyer Brown. And then we have Annie's brother Mark, played by Timothy Busfield. We have Terrence Mann, played by James Earl Jones. We have the young version of Doc Graham, that's played by Frank Whaley. And we also have the old version of Doc Graham, played by Burt Lancaster. And then, of course, Shoeless Joe Jackson, played by the one and only Ray Liotta, rest in peace. That's our recasting. Should we start with Ray? Kevin Costner?
Yes.
Okay. I've got Joe Keery. That is Steve Harrington from Stranger Things.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah. I want to see him swinging a bat when it's not at a Demogorgon. So.
Okay.
Who do you got?
Isn't Steve a little young?
He's like 34. That's how old
Is
Kevin
he?
Costner was. I think he's 33, and Kevin Costner was like 35 in this movie.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I went with, and I tried to pick someone that also I felt like, a little bit of magic.
Of course.
You need. So I went with Dave Franco.
Oh, very good. Dave Franco from Now You See Me. Is that the magic tie-in?
Yes. I was also, I'm a big 21 Jump Street fan, so I like that as well, yes. But yeah, no,
Very
Dave
good.
Franco.
Okay,
Yeah.
Well, that makes a lot more sense.
Right age, right?
It's a lot better than Daniel Radcliffe, so I'm glad you went with Franco. Sorry, side note. Daniel Radcliffe is, Harry Potter.
Sure.
You're just going to take my word for that, or do you know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know who Radcliffe is.
Okay. He's starring in a feature film about the life story of Weird Al Yankovic.
Amazing.
And I cannot wait for it. It looks so good. When we get done here, Google a trailer.
Okay.
It looks really good. All right. Next up, we've got Annie Kinsella. This is played by Amy Madigan. This is one of the quirkiest characters we've seen in a baseball movie in a long time.
Loved it.
Seeing her shadow box in the school, as they clear out of the gymnasium, was that's good energy. She really embodied that character. So
yeah, she did.
Amy Kinsella, Ray's wife. Who do you got?
I have, of Parks and Rec fame, Aubrey Plaza.
Ooh, that's a good one. The Dark Eyes of Aubrey Plaza. No, that's a really good one. Yeah, I can't. My only pushback on that is I can't see her bringing that energy to it. I haven't seen her in a role where she is chaotic. She's a very good actress, but I don't know if she has the energy to pull that off, Scott.
I feel like she does, but I tried to go with someone who could be quirky and witty and
Yeah.
you know,
And we just
little
haven't seen it.
sarcastic.
We just haven't seen that from Jennifer Lawrence yet, so we don't know if
That's right.
in her range. All right, so my recast for Annie Kinsella is Emma Stone from
Okay.
Zombieland.
Yeah.
So, I think also 21 Jump Street. Am I
Yes.
correct with that? So look at us.
You
We're
are.
getting the band back together, Scott. We're
Yeah.
reuniting the cast for this Netflix series. Probably mostly just to do with like the red hair, and she's kind of crazy, I think. So, All right, now we've got John Kinsella. This is Ray's dad, played by Dwyer Brown.
That we see at the end of the movie,
We
right?
see at the very end of the movie in his young form. So it is not. This is Ray's age, right? This is. I mean, the visions of him are still, in his prime. Look how young and spry he is, his whole life ahead of him, that kind of context. With that being said, who did you go with?
I went with Ryan Gosling.
Oh, so dreamy. Wow.
I don't know why. I was just like, he could play young.
Yeah. No, I mean, there's definitely the ability to have a lot of these if you're 50, you can play 30 with Hollywood special effects nowadays. With that in mind too, I went with someone probably even older than Ryan Gosling, but I think a little bit of CGI, he's gonna pull it off no problem. I went with Rob Lowe, also of Parks and Rec. So,
I like
there
it.
you go. Parks and Rec and 21 Jump Street making an appearance in the recast here. Okay, next up we've got Annie's brother Mark, played by Timothy Busfield. Who do you got for this one? I really like who I've got for this one. I really nailed it, but you go ahead.
I didn't look. I should have looked his name up. I don't know why I didn't. But the redhead from Modern Family.
Oh, yes. Yeah, Lily's dad.
I don't know why I had to go with a redhead there. I wanted somebody who looked exactly like Mark.
No, that's good. My reasoning was exactly the same. I went with my buddy Jeff. So, yeah, I think it's an uncanny representation. I can't show pictures of him in this Patreon for obvious reasons. I did just text 2 pictures to you, though, so you can see who I'm talking about.
Oh my god, hilarious.
Right?
The best. Yeah.
Pretty bang on.
That's nailing it. Yeah.
Can't use photos from his wedding in our Patreon for obvious reasons, but I think my buddy Jeff would be great in that role. Okay, next we've got Terrence Mann, the writer, played by James Earl Jones. Who do you got for this one? I think we might pick the same person.
Really?
I think. Oh, now I'm not. I'm skeptical.
I am going with a crotchety old black man. Did you also go with a crotchety old black man?
No, I don't know about crotchety and old. Isn't the first things that come to my mind.
Okay, well I went with Samuel L. Jackson.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Right?
Okay. Yeah, we did
I
not
just could
go
picture.
the same
I could
way.
just picture Samuel L. being like, "Just leave me alone."
Yeah, the whole apartment scene, chasing him around with the cane and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a good one. I went with Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Interesting.
So-
Okay.
I don't know, kind of same shape, very distinct voice. That's what I always think of when I think of James Earl Jones. It's more about the voice than the face. So I went with someone who has a very distinct voice as well. Okay, 3 left. We've got young Doc Graham, played by Frank Whaley. I went with Noah Schnapp. Schnapp? That's Will Byers from Stranger Things.
Okay, really going with the strangest thing there. You're in the middle of it.
I'm in the middle of it. No, I finished season 4. You've finished season 4?
Yes. Well,
Or the first part
first
of season
half
4
or
was
whatever.
stupid thing. Yeah. Stupid cash grab there. I hated Will in the first 2 seasons of this show. He's really
Growing
traded
on you.
places with Mike. Mike has taken a free fall in my character rankings.
Yes.
Lucas is way high.
God, Mike is such a little worm, eh?
I hate everything about him. I hate him so much. Not as a person, but as an
just
actor.
as a nerd.
Whatever. As a nerd. Stupid nerd. The haircut. His relationship with 11. Ugh, I hate it. That's season 5. Let's break those. I don't even want to fucking address it anymore. I'm so over that stupid, weird relationship. Dustin, I think number 1. And then probably Will. No, Lucas and Will are pretty close to each other. And then Mike's well under that of the 4.
Yes. I agree 100%. I mean, obviously Steve's number 1, but from there,
yes. Well, if we're expanding into the full cast, I mean, that's a whole other show. Okay.
Yes. Tom Holland is who I picked for Young Moonlight. I think he's got that like magical kind of cheekbones that you're after, right?
Yes. That's a very good one. Tom Holland was in a horror movie that took place on a farm. Why can't I think of what it's called now? But that was definitely something that crossed my mind when... it's going to take me too long to figure it out now. Anyways, I think Tom Holland is a good choice. I just used him recently in our last movie, so I had to throw a little bit of variety in there. But yeah, Tom Holland is a good choice. Definitely has that like young, wistful look in his eyes. Like, I think that's a good one. Okay. Next up, we've got old man Doc Graham, played by Burt Lancaster. Who do you got for this one?
I went with Mark Maron.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. I really like that one. That's a good one.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's good. Mark Maron, that's better than mine. And mine I thought was going to be pretty good. I went with Kevin Costner. I thought it would just be like a nice little, like, subtle, like, you know, whatever, kind of ties it all together.
A nod to the original, if you will, yes.
Yeah. At first I had Kevin Costner as John Kinsella, Ray's dad. But then I thought, no, that's going to be too much of like it's going to overwhelm the show to be that on the nose about it. But I thought,
yes,
the old Doc Graham, Kevin Costner. Okay, last but not least, we got Shoeless Joe Jackson, played by Ray Liotta. I have John Hamm.
Hey, I like that one.
Thank you.
Actually, I really like that one.
All right, that's what I was going for.
Yeah. I went with Robbie Amell, so like the dude from Shazam. I don't know if you... Just another black-haired, thick-eyebrowed man. Do you know who I'm talking about?
That is the brother of Stephen Amell from the Arrow series, correct?
That I cannot confirm nor deny, sir.
Okay, well, I got to punch it into the old Google quick. Robbie Amell. Yes, okay, I know Robbie Amell.
Yes.
He's got a pretty decent series on Amazon. I don't know if you've seen Upload.
Oh, yeah. I did see Upload.
Okay. I saw season 1 of Upload. Have not seen season 2 yet. But I really enjoyed that show. I mean, it's just quirky and weird and different. But at least they explained the rules of how it works. So
yes. That they did.
That is that's all we got for the recast. So good job by you. We got it out.
Back at you.
So it's June 11th today.
Yes.
I'm going to probably edit this, may or may not delete this over the next 3 weeks. Try to not delete it. It will be up soon. I do have some time this weekend, so I will get to it.
Sweet.
Probably tonight. It'll be edited and up by tomorrow in celebration of Gabriel Moreno Day. Did we talk about what's next on the agenda?
We did not decide what the next movie will be.
That's trouble. We had discussed a list of 10.
Yes.
It's a 12-month calendar year. Do you want to make the next episode a Patreon choice? Because we had discussed having 2 of those throughout the year, so we could mix one in right now.
We could do that. Another one that I would really love to do, I wouldn't mind doing a less iconic baseball movie. One of my favorites is Battered Bastards of Baseball.
Yes.
So I know not everyone has seen that one, and that's a little bit of
You want to shine some light on a hidden gem.
But yeah, we can absolutely, if we don't do Battered Bastards of Baseball, maybe we should check in with the Patreon and see what everyone wants to do.
Look, let's do it. Let's do Battered Bastards of Baseball, because now
Okay.
that you've mentioned it, I want to rewatch it. You mentioned it since as soon as we started this podcast, you were talking about it. And I really dragged my feet getting to it. Really good show.
Yes, it is.
Really good show. I'm looking forward to rewatching that. So let's do that one. We will take a wealth of suggestions in from Discord.
Yes.
And then we will let our Patreon vote on those topics. So we'll do that for the following month. But let's do Battered Bastards of Baseball soon. Let's do it for June. I don't want to wait till...
No, I know. We're
already one
behind.
behind,
So we should do
so
one more.
let's get to it. Okay, that's a great one. Good job. Thanks for everybody who supports us on Patreon, whether you watch these movie reviews or not. We appreciate the love and the effort.
We do appreciate it big
and
time,
like
absolutely.
That, so. Okay, nice seeing you, Scott. Go Gabriel Moreno. Good luck to him in his debut today. And we'll see you Sunday for Long Toss.
I look forward to it. Cheers.